Margaret McCann here from Carnival Chaos, Phobail and Phobail, and we're here today to make some Christmas arts and crafts. And today we're going to make rice sock snowmen. And as you can see, we have two examples here. One's a pretty old one that my daughter made a good lot of years ago in primary school. And then this one is the one that I've made just to show you as an example. Again, everything you use is found around the home. If you've done arts and crafts, or you do a lot of arts and crafts and things at home, or you have children, you will have things around like paint and little gems and tissue paper and things you can use. But don't be worrying if you don't, because you can use things that you find around the house, and you can just use paint if you don't have things to stick on as such. Now, what you need first of all is a white sock. If you don't have a brand new sock, don't worry, you can turn it inside out if there's any marks on it. But if you do have a brand new sock, then you can just cut the top part off here. If you don't, then cut the actual bottom part off and use the top part. So what we do here to start off is, you can see our sock shape, right? So I'm going to cut this piece away, which you can use later if you want to. So cut this piece off. Now I have just a plain white sock here. So if you have another sock that you can use as well, like a coloured sock, have it too on standby, because we can use that to make the little hat so that not everything is white. So you have this part of your sock. The next process is you've got to fill your sock with rice. Now, this is just dry rice that you get in the supermarket. Sure, you have it in your cupboard at home. It can be just ordinary long grain rice or any kind of dried rice, it doesn't matter. And what you do basically is fill your sock carefully with the rice until you get a good lot in. This may take a little while. So fill it up. Keep going and you'll see it's starting to fill out, which is what you want. Now you may end up having to use your whole packet of rice, but you can get it cheap enough in the supermarkets if it's this dry rice. So keep going. Now, depending on what size of snowman you want, obviously, the bigger the snowman you want, the more rice you put in, depending on size. You see you're getting a good ball of rice there. So basically that's going to be your body size. So just get a bit more in to fill it up for the head. So if you're a child, you can get an adult to help by holding the sock open for you, but it's not too difficult to do, just a bit fiddly. So get as much rice as you want in for your head. Right, looks like that's enough. Okay, when you've done that, you've got a nice little bag of rice. So first thing you need to do is tie off the top so that nothing spills out. So just give it a little twist, not too tight, give it a little bit of room because you need to obviously make a head. So twist it up. Just take a piece of string. If you don't have string, a piece of ribbon or anything that you can use to tie it. Don't use an elastic band because it does just tend to spread open a bit and things might just, some of the rice might spill out. So you're better to use something that you can tie a tight knot in. So again, get help if you're a child, because this can be fidgety and you want a nice tight knot so the adult can tie it nice and tight for you. So tie your knot round, and I double it up just to make sure that it's well held in place. So that's that. Then you can cut off your little excess bit of string, and you should have a little sack of rice like this. Then cut, not too far down, because again you don't want it open, but cut most of the sock away. So you're left like this with a little sack. Then you want to find where your head's going to be. So basically your snowman's body at the bottom is bigger than his head, so try and just make it that you have a nice good ball shape for the bottom and one for the top. And then take your string again and you want to tie that around. So get a little twist in it, get someone to hold it tight for you if you can't manage yourself, and just tie a knot. I'll get a longer piece of string here. And just tie a double knot again around the neck just to hold it in place. And once you've tied it tight, you'll see the little head will form a ball shape. So nice and tight, double knot, perfect. Now you've got your little snowman shape to work with. Okay, now once you've done that, it's down to decoration. Now, if you have things lying around the home you can use, like buttons and gems and that, great. If you don't, fine. Paint works just as well. You can take paint and just paint on your little buttons, paint on your little eyes and nose. But here I have things that I've had around the house or I've bought over the years, especially, as I say, if you have children, you're going to have these things lying around. So what I used was, for the eyes, I just used these little gems that you can get. And I got these from the pound shop, and they already are sticky, so you can just stick those straight on. No glue needed. Or if you don't have, the best thing to use, I would suggest, is a glue gun. And these are available from the pound shop as well. You get more expensive glue guns, but these ones are great. And your glue sticks are only £1 for a pack as well. Just be aware, they do heat up really hot, so don't let children use them unless adults or supervision is there. So on goes the little gems for the eyes. Then for the nose, I just found something like a little orange bead, or you can use like tissue paper rolled up, or you can use any colour even. It doesn't matter what colour you want to put the nose on. But I found like a little orange bead for a nose, so just with a little bit of glue from the glue gun, on it goes. Now you don't have to give your snowman a mouth if you don't want to. But again, I have these little strings of gems which come in rows. So I just used those, and I took a little string off and just stuck them along like that, like it's giving us a nice big Christmas smile. Once you've done that, you can go on to put as many gems, decorated it, cover it in gems if you like, but I've just put a few buttons on. And again, you can buy these in little tubs for £1 in arts crafts shops or the pound shop. I have these ones at home, so I just tried to find ones that would be the right size. So just pick out a few different colours, pick out 2 or 3, or pick your different sizes if you want. You can put big buttons on, you can put one big button on, you can put 2 or 3 on. I'm just going to put these few small ones on, and once again, be careful with the glue gun. Just watch that you have your fingers away from the hot glue, and just stick on your little buttons like so. And these are great. You can make as many of these as you want, and all different sizes, and they make great little Christmas decorations. Then we need to give them a nice scarf because it's cold outside. So again, pieces of ribbon around the house, pieces of material you can cut into a scarf shape, bits of felt, anything you've got. So I found this nice Christmassy ribbon. I think it came off a Christmas present from last Christmas. So what I did was just measure roughly what you would need for a scarf, cut it off, and all you need to do is tie this around his neck. And again, give it a 2 double knot, just because that's even more secure in holding your rice inside. So nice double knot on the little scarf, and this is nice sparkly ribbon. But you use anything that you've got. You can decorate the scarf as well, even if you want, with glitter glue or glitter and PVA or gems, anything you want. So little scarf on there like that. Okay. And then the next thing you want to give him is a nice warm woolly hat. That's where I mentioned having another sock with it's a different colour. So for instance, a black sock or something that has pattern. I found this one, which is the top of a sock, so I cut that off. Obviously it's open at both ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out, take another piece of string, and just at the top, just give it a wee twist. Tie the piece of string round again to hold it in place. You can't glue it, but this just works better, and glue gun would be too hot and sticky to try with your fingers. So just tie a little knot, and then once you've done that, it's like a bobbly hat. Turn it inside out and you've got a little woolly hat. And then just fit that over his head where he's tied. And hey presto, you have a little Christmas snowman. Now, as I say, you can use glitter if you have glitter. If mummies and daddies want you to use glitter around the house, you can put some glitter on his body, make him sparkly. Decorate him any way you want. Make as many as you want, make them in as many different sizes, and they look great for Christmas decorations. And there we go, we have a little family of snowmen and snowwomen. So enjoy making, great fun, and Merry Christmas.